What happens when you can no longer see a clear reflection of yourself? It's faded, it's cracked, it's not real, it's masked. When you are constantly chasing perfection, it's an endless pursuit. Well, that is what happens when we have unrealistic expectations of others, unrealistic expectations of ourselves, and no one can touch who we are because we're perfection. We have to look for perfection. But when that perfection becomes unrealistic, how do you handle that? You end up in a whole lot of bad situations and it becomes only about you. You find that there's no mask at this time. Everything is open and you see realistically. You now can see the future. You thought that you had control over it because your perfect little world was the only thing you knew. That is the only walk you knew to walk. You have to look at life in a new time zone. Figure out where you fit in. And when you can't figure out a beginning or an end, you start thinking, where do I go from where? It's not an option. You have to figure it out because you cannot just sit and have a direction of hope and despair. You can either sink further down and pout about it, or you can get up and find hope. There's the right direction of hope and change. You did have ideas. You did want a family. You may feel that your heart was carved out and twisted into a different direction. And yes, it is hard to mend a broken heart. You may feel lonely and alone. The dress that you have that you thought was going to be your wedding dress, and now you're wearing it as a nightgown because you can't seem to take it off. Yes, that does hurt. But you have to be able to pull yourself together by either talking to someone, praying about it, questioning your decisions that you made, learning how to reshape it, looking back so that you won't make the same mistakes. How did you get where you're at? Were the people around you part of that decision? Should you distance yourself from people? And you need to let go of the luggage that you have gained, you were carrying, throw it out, and you smile and you pick yourself up